I know what it's like to wait for my videos, to search so desperately on YouTube, yet you fail nonetheless. It's frightening, my skits, they make others jelly. I ask you to what end? Wait for it, search for it, the skit still arrives all the same. And now, it's here. Or should I say, I am. Man, well, 75 pounds already. I mean, I'm a shell of what I used to be. And it's definitely not by my choice.
What's that?
Listen. Hey, honey, what's for dinner?
Salad!
Salad. Again, see? Every night it's just the same old thing.
Couldn't do it.
I mean, she's friggin' skin and bones. Well, she's bones, but we still are on this stupid diet. Can't we like throw in a steak or something?
You know I'm trying to get back to my weight on my driver's license.
Right, driver's license weight. I think that was pre-breast implants, yeah, dummy.
What?
Nothing. Dude, look, everything about our marriage sucks.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, for instance, our sex life, man, it's like, she just lays there like a corpse.
Well, she is.
Well, true, she is a corpse, but, I mean, like, what was I thinking marrying her? Till death do us part? She is friggin' death. So, talk about having me by the stones. I mean, if I die, I'm still stuck with her. I'll never get rid of this.
Excuse me? What did you just say?
I said, I'd like a sandwich.
Yeah, you're dead.
Sorry dear, I didn't mean to get under your skin.
Good one.
I better go. I think I'm in trouble. See ya later.
Alright, later.
So, how about after dinner, you wanna like, do the dirty?
Nope. I have a headache.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Always very cool just to start with these guys, just because you know by the quality of the packaging that it's something extraordinary. Purple clouds. This is the alien head sculpt, and he's got the gag in his mouth. That's very cool looking. We have the first head sculpt, the human head sculpt for Lady Death. And here we have the skull. Very cool. It's got a really cool bluish again under sheen. Just the paint job on that is excellent. Initial thought process there. Gives very deathly vibe to it. Again, bluish gray in the accents there. Man, these plumes of smoke are pretty hefty. I mean, you look at the size of that compared to everything I've gotten lately is taking up some huge real estate.
The huge problem.
For this to be half the base between it and Thanos, that's a pretty massive chunk of rock. Very cool again with the skeleton. Lots of ribs. Give me my baby back, baby back. Why did that just pop into my head? The modern generation is going, what are you talking about? Part of it that I've been very interested to see is this cape. What's it made out of? It's a lightweight, I believe it is polyurethane resin, which is actually a more expensive resin than the the regular resin that they always use. So it feels light, but it feels quality at the same time. There's, it doesn't feel plasticky at all. It feels quality. I was thinking that it was going to come in and feel like a cheap toy. It does not. It feels like normal statue, but lightweight. So thumbs up there. Like the paint job on it. And Mistress Death, Lady Death, bod. The corpse or skeleton with boobs, which are nicely highlighted, as you can see. Now they actually highlighted throughout there. Kind of give the effect like when they distress jeans, to bring out the highlights. Boobies, boobies. All right, let's assemble this bad boy, bad girl. Okay. If you're assembling, it has B here and B here. So all you gotta do is just figure out which direction it goes. Should be like so. Voila. All right, here's, this one's gotta go in first. A comes before B. A lot of wobble there, but maybe that's on purpose. So this piece sockets into here. So it gives a continuous smoke effect. All right, find this in a minute. Okay, awesome, makes sense. Wow. Okay, so that's some really cool engineering on the cake to get those three pieces together and to make it look realistic, to where it makes it look like it makes sense. That is really impressive. This architecture right there, very nice. Okay, so skull A goes on before all this other stuff. Let's see if I can still get it in there. And I can, no problem. Kind of snug up against the skull there. Yeah, the skull. Gotta be careful with that. Boom. And I measured this, and I still don't have it on the camera. All right, I'm gonna back it up a little bit. Wow. If you only got death, you got one hell of a statue. It is stunning. Quite honestly thought, it's going to be just a slam dunk that I was going with the skeletal version of her, but the portrait is very pretty, for a dead chick. She's hot for a dead chick, but very cool. I love the painting, the ghoulish paint in the hands and the face, bluish hue, kind of like what's in the edges here, but very cool. Huge thumbs up. Let's see what the skeleton looks like. And then we have her in her skeletal form. I don't know, I like both. I really like both. I have to say I've always leaned towards the skeletal look, so that might be the direction I go, but very cool. Both of them are excellent. Look at the detailing in here where this is like frayed but yet still together there. A lot of texturing under the cloak. The purple highlights don't pop, it's just, she's got purple robes on, but it kind of gives like the impression that this purple smoke is reflecting off of her, the underside of her cloak cape there. Outstanding. All right, let's move on to Thanos. XM is forced to do this. They are forced to do it as it is. They don't have any choice. So it's like that because Marvel tells them to do it just like this. They can't do it embossed. They can't do it on the back. They have to do it like this because Marvel tells them to. All right, so you got the power orb hands, whatever you want to call that. Very well packed. Look how nicely XM does this to support all this. Very well stuffed. Size of hand. Has an iridescent sheen on the paint here. Very cool, metallic-ish vibe going. There it goes. So there you go. That is a very cool effect. All right, first look at the armor. Very cool metallic sheen on the suit itself. And again, a very old gold look. I like this. Wow, that's cool. Alien arm. 3-fingered. Boom. Boom. Elliot. That looks excellent. All right, here we go. Screaming portrait. The Hair Club for Men portrait. So it has the classic black eyes with the blue pupils. Very nice gloss to the teeth, very realistic looking. They did not get gloss on the interior of my eye right there. QC problem there. I can probably touch that up, but I kept looking at it. I was like, why does that eye look funny? There's gloss on the outside edge, but there's none on the interior. So whenever you look at it, it looks weird. All right, and the slide grin one. You know what? I did not think that this was going to be my favorite, but it might very well be. That just sinister, I'm about to kick your butt and there's nothing you can do about it grin. Outstanding. I like the red pupil eyes better than the open mouth one. This might be my favorite head sculpt. I'll have to see. This mug is pretty hefty. So this here is more teal than what I ever saw and or realized in the previous videos that I've seen. Very complementary with the purple on Death to have this tealish color there. Great color scheme variation. Very cool. I'm gonna have to research and see if these aliens are actually Marvel canon or are they just something that they dreamed up. All right, huge body. This body is like on Hulk size. Maybe not quite that big, but it is massive. Very, very cool details. All right, set this to the side. Let's move on to assembly. Okay, that keyed in very nicely, very smoothly. It is all the way to the ground, yes. Set sockets nicely on this footprint right here. Smooth as butter. Padded under here. Very nice touch. That looks very cool. All right, let's throw on the orb hands, power hands first. Let's call these spirit fingers. Spirit fingers. So with these two, I think I dig the yelling portrait. To me, that's very cool, kind of warrior-esque. Oh, killer. That's so cool. Like he died holding on to that right there. There it goes. All right. A little wiggle and it goes right in. Got another spine somewhere. Maybe here. Yep. Okay, I would strongly recommend doing all these ribs, and I may say that in the instructions. I, again, haven't watched them, but I would strongly recommend putting all these in before you put Thanos in the way. Some of them are color coded very well and go very quickly, and there are others that are quite honestly terrible. They don't have any paint on them, so it's just a trial and error to figure out where they go. All right, that is one impressive dude there. This I love, with the alien hanging over here and this arm wrapped around like he died like that is just outstanding. This skull is totally different, like their leader or some different race or whatever. So let's start with Thanos, the assessment of him. I quite honestly don't know what my favorite statue is anymore. I really don't, because I'm looking at this going, oh my goodness. Is this better than Hulkbuster? It's got brand new all over it, you know, so I can't say that, but will I say that it's better than Hulk transformation? Yes. And I absolutely love that piece. Absolutely love it. Is this better? Absolutely. It is just absolutely stunning. Now I'm talking about the two of them together. So the list, I mean, it just goes to show you what quality is being produced right now, and the fact that competition is a good thing. Always a good thing to have competition. All right, let's start with the concept of it. Thanos, with the way that I have him displayed, of course, has just acquired the Infinity Gauntlet, and he's about to kick your butt. And that's why I like this particular smirk that he has on here. 10 on the concept of what story it's being told. The construction of it is rock solid, you know, with the way everything keys in, everything is very, very solid. Does not ship with batteries, and XM clearly states that on its site. I believe that is a customs issue, that they don't include the batteries. So you pull, I've said so a lot, you pull the two screws on this here, they're AAAs. In America we call them AAAs, 1.5 volt, the smaller than AA batteries. I'm not sure what overseas, if they're called AAAs also or not, with 1.5 batteries. We'll throw a photo up on the screen here to where you can see what they are. And then I don't know why it wants to ride forward, it scares me. Then the remote takes the little watch battery type, we call them a 2025. And once you do that, voila. She lights up. Right, off. And then the other is the pulsating, where they come in and out at random pattern, which is a very cool look also. All right, so details in his armor. I've seen people saying, oh, they like the classic look. Not me. As I said as I was unboxing it, I love the detail. You know, I love something that looks like it would be something that someone would really wear. Too often I think comics just don't translate. This is what I'm looking for. I like to see a nod to classic with a modern interpretation, and they killed it. There is it's just overwhelming, the details. So you got this really cool Kevlar-ish type raised bumping here. You have a indented mesh type net right here in this part of it. The boots just have, multiple straps here that are the same color as this. Look, very cool that this is reminiscent of the spine on the Thanos on throne, and my Thanos bust. The throne piece in the back has that vertebra type thing going. Again, the same texturing here, dark bluish black. It's actually a dark blue indented kind of triangle pattern here. Matching this, subtle shading and all the musculature here. Kind of a black, it looks like that they very lightly did it. Again, I love shading that is there, but you don't immediately go, oh, that's shading. To me, that's perfection. As I look at it, I see now all these black accents that make the muscles pop out, but I didn't notice that immediately. All I was noticing was the blue. Just so much detail in this glove. I'm blown away, absolutely blown away. Inside of the pattern, so they have this old gold type here. They have what looks like a leather in the palms here and the fingers articulation. And then they have this coppery looking thing going on here, which is just outstanding. And yet another color and texture in here, the palettes. They even have, I'm not sure what the point is, these little black beads up under here, like a rivet or something would be up under. And just a cool feature, but you can't even hardly see them. They're all the way up under there, but just adds another layer of detail. Head sculpt. So you have a very bright, actually even brighter than this here to accent the kind of eyebrows of the helmet here. So it really draws your focus into his eyes here. Just notice that. Very good painting of the eyes on this one. It's the black with the red pupils. I'll show a close up of it. Like the old gold paint here, the sculpt on this one is just fantastic. The painting of it with the gloss teeth is outstanding. Absolutely love this head sculpt. And also this combination. Maybe the way that I display mine. Just really, really outstanding to give this, that is surrounding his fist, a hovering, but yet you don't really focus into these two pegs right here. The paint on this is iridescent purple. It just looks cool, right? So, perfection on Thanos. When I first saw it, I was like, must have, and seeing it in person, I am more blown away than what I thought I was going to be. Just stunning. Big thumbs up. All right, let's bring on death. Not literally. I'm not gonna die on you. I mean, I am 53, but I'm not gonna die yet. I hope. Concept. You've got her in this mystic smoke. Wasn't ever a huge fan, as I said in the unboxing, of the Mysterio mystic cloud thing. This works. Love this. The cape, I was blown away with the way that all that seams together, and yet you don't see seams. 3 huge pieces, this wingspan, just the way that all that. Let me come back around here. So you have a piece here, this piece here, and then this piece here. But yet they all look like they belong, as they should. And then the cowl comes over the top of it, the hood comes over the top of it there. And just brilliant engineering there, how they pulled that off. With the ribs is really my only criticism in the entire piece. And that is the fact that I believe the ribs themselves are probably painted by one set of people that are doing the skeletons and that whole color scheme. Somebody else is probably painting the base. Whoever's responsible for making sure that if this is a green rib, that it gets a green dot on the inside didn't do a great job. 75% of them maybe are color coded okay. They use too many similar colors, but that could be, there's got to be some way that could be done a little bit better there. So I figured it out, but that took a while and was a little bit aggravating to try to figure out the ribs. Other than that, the base is very interesting that they used in the rocks here. They gave kind of a orangish highlight here. So they got 2 complementary pieces, 2 pieces that are very complementary, but yet they are different color schemes. So you have the same aliens, skeletons in there, but you have orange here and purple, and then on Thanos, you have the tealish color, and of course the blue with him. So very cool complementary color palette that they used there. Sculpt on her, outstanding. So the robe has this worn, deteriorated look throughout, even in the main part of the dress here. There's a pitting to where it looks like a deteriorated material, like almost like it would crumble in your hands. All the texturing up under here is just super, super well done. The fraying looks outstanding. Again, I pointed this out earlier. I love this part right here where this is all like bridged together and kind of threadbare, holding on together by absolutely nothing. Let's take a look at the back of it. Again, the same texturing. It's almost like veining through here, like an organic type thing. The skeletal features of her, outstanding. It's like pitted bone. Again, they used a bluish hue to accent the pitting in the bones themselves. So just real quick, display options. You can do this, you could put to where she is skeletal face with the human hands and arms there. You could also do something like this. You could take, this is a kind of cool look here. I actually like this a lot. Might actually do this. You know, the one skeletal hand, you know, shows that she's not all as it seems looking at her there. So cool option there. Okay, very impressed with the, you know, there's a seam right there. You can't see it. You know, I mean, I know it because I know where this, if I just walked up and looked at this, I wouldn't go, oh, that's a seam right there. This, they had behind this where it's rolled back here, so that's exceptionally well hidden there. And of course, her cloak, you can't see it at all. There are 0 seam lines on this for a very complicated piece. Even this, they made it as a 3-piece sash to where it purposely looks like that. So, although they're seams, they're incorporated in the design of the thing. Engineering on this is just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Construction, excuse me. I'd have to ding it on, because it's not paint that you see. I'd have to do it on the engineering construction, just the ribs. That's the only thing that would get dinged. I would probably put a 9 on that, just because the aggravation of that doesn't have to be to do the ribs. If they clearly color coded that, you could do it in 5 minutes, bing, 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 but you've really got to work at it to do that. So again, perfection. So since I can't get these on here, what I'm going to do is combine. I'm going to go ahead and put them in my cabinet. So let's see what they look like together. So here they are, looking pretty stinking awesome. Barb the other day, Statue Mania, was unboxing hers live, and I had made a comment in the chat that Hulk Transformation to date had my vote, but I hadn't received this yet. Well, she said, and I say now, that this surpasses Hulk. Although that is an amazing, highly recommended piece, this is just next level. And maybe you say, well, Statue of the Year, it's actually statues, but Hulk Transformation's 2 pieces. Batman Who Laughs is another contender. That's what, 5 or 6 with the Robin. So right now it's got my vote. Just ran out of words to express my pleasure with owning this. So we're at bumping 900 subs right now, and when we hit 1250, I've got a Spec Fiction $250 gift code. You can find that right over there, and you have to comment on that video what your favorite skit to date is and be a sub, and you are entered. I haven't counted how many we've got in there, but anyway, you got a great chance to win a $250 at Spec Fiction. Props to Todd, and maybe you can put that towards this, but or something else that you have your eye on. But until then, if you're not doing it half-assed, you ain't doing it right, and I will catch you next time.